Well, we're back at it. This time I'm going to be adding some of the landscaping into the lot build that we created yesterday. I kind of left it just as a lot on its own, and it just felt a little bit unfinished. There's a lot of land in Evergreen Harbour, which doesn't really lend to these small micro builds, but anyway. So let's go and find our lot and add a bit of landscaping. So I was thinking maybe a little bit of functionality. Just add some recycling bits and bobs. Just mix it up a little bit and make it a little bit more of a lived-in kind of lot. So what I was thinking of maybe adding a second container over here with our bits and bobs in it for recycling. Also realised that I hadn't put a mailbox in here, so that would have ended up in the middle of the kitchen. So I think what we'll do is a diagonal one, just to mix it up a little bit. And that's not diagonal at all. Good start there, Sin. Good start. So what? Now is that big enough for? Now wasn't there a door? Ha 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 ha! There we go. So let's go for an ugly rusted door. Do you think that's wide enough, or is that too wide? No, you have to make it very wide. There we go. So we've got ugly rusted. Brilliant. That is perfect. And for the roof, have we got ugly rusty? We do. Oh, no. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so we'll have to do something slightly different for the roof on that one then. That's fine. It'll probably be covered up by solar panels anyway, so not too much of a big deal. It's just slightly frustrating. So in terms of what we're going to put on there, maybe some, yeah, one of those, that will work. Not used these before, no, that's kind of a similar problem. Yeah, that one, that works fine. Okay, so we've got our lovely little industrial lot thing. Do we want some windows in it? I don't think I do. But I definitely want to make it look gnarly inside, and I also want to put the roof slash floor in there. Before I do anything else though, let's put a mailbox. What sort of grim, horrible, nasty looking mailbox do we want? Perfect. Yeah, great. Great. I also want to put a couple of dumpsters in because I think that works with just the aesthetic that we're going for. It's grim and horrible. Excuse me while I take a slurp of coffee. I'll try not to make it too slurpy. So let's put some solar panels on the roof, just so that we've got at least some eco stuff going on. See, it was like I planned it. Perfect. There we go. I also want some water catchers. Off the grid, water capture thingies. So do we go for the gnarly ones or do we go for the nice ones? Let's go for the gnarly ones. Water production rating 2, 3. So they are slightly better than the other ones, but I think these fit with the aesthetic a little bit better. I do want to put a windmill or something on it. No, I don't think we do. I don't feel the need to anyway. do need to put some lights in here because it's a little bit dark. Wall light. Where's that industrial nasty wall thing? There we go. Perfect. Oh no. Why is it red? Oh. That's because it doesn't fit there, you idiot. Alright, cool. That works. And we'll plonk one there too. Just sticking my move objects sheet on because I want to fit some stuff in here. So I think I tend to like to put a workbench in these because they do come in extremely handy for when you need to fix things, and you can kind of work on your skills in there. Obviously the candle maker works as well, as does the fizzy juicy whizzy wushy thing, which I always forget to use. I never actually use these very often. I put them in and then just never use them for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just because they tend to come up with really, really interesting flavors, and that I just kind of think, does that really work? Now, where's the recycling thing? I can never find it. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Haha. Cool, we have a red one. Let's plonk it here. Okay, so we've got the basic setup. Do we want to just kind of move that across a little bit? Maybe not block the light. There we go. Cool. So now we have our Wizzy Wushy fabricating setup. Now I'm thinking we also want to have somewhere for these things. Again, does anyone ever use these? I think I had them once, they burst into flames, and then I really stopped using them. They just seemed a bit too much of a fire hazard, shall we say. Let's plonk a few over here. I've not used this colour before, so that's kind of cute. So I think that is it in terms of stuff I want to actually lay down. Maybe I want to put some, yeah, that works. Stick some gardening stuff on the end here. So if they want to garden, they can. And I can't move that one. Why? I swear I do Sims. Anyway, that's fine. That'll kind of have to do for the time being. So in terms of landscaping, it's a little bit bare and it's a little bit sparse. So I do want to add some bits and pieces, but I don't want it to look neat and tidy, because obviously that doesn't really fit in with the aesthetic of all the trees and the bathtubs and the garbage that's here, there and everywhere. So I kind of want to make it a little bit crappy over here, but leave the house lot looking quite nice. Maybe I need to kind of put a fence around that to kind of differentiate between the two parts. I also think maybe I want to do a street store. So these are all a bit too clean. What are these ones like? Not. Ooh, that one's a lot nastier. Yeah, I like that one. Doesn't really fit though. Okay, so we're gonna have to go for this one anyway. And plonk it over here. Because obviously we want to sell all our onion juice that we make in our fizzy whizzy wushy thingy. Because fizzy onion juice, who doesn't want it? So I don't think I actually want to add anything else in here. Apologies for my cats thundering around behind me. They've decided that they want to have a fight. You wouldn't believe they were sisters. Sometimes they just go off on one. Bless them. So I think that's it. So, okay, decorations. Oh yeah, I was going to separate the two, wasn't I? So I do like the fact that these are bill discount items as well. I think that's really handy, and I use them quite a lot in my other builds just because they are bill discount items, and who doesn't want a cheaper bill at the end of the day? And wonderful, my phone's going. Bear with me, I'll call them back in a moment. So let's go for this colour, and we're gonna just do. Is that too close to the lot? I think I want to move the house a little bit. Move it a little bit closer to. Actually, yeah, plonk it right in the corner, and then you've got essentially your house lot over here and your gnarly lot over there. Perfect. Let's move that to here. Marvellous. So don't really want to put another wall down here. Maybe I'll put the glass wall that I put on there. You can look. Looks quite like that one. And then we can put this. No, I don't want that. Marvellous. Alright, so now we have a reasonable lot. In terms of access to the lot itself, there isn't really a good option, I find. I just tend to put something in that fits. They don't really fit. None of them really fit particularly well. So what do you guys do? I suppose what I can do is a large wall. Large wall. That's not a large wall. I want a big enough wall to put a door in, please. There we go. That will do. And what kind of a door shall I put on? Something that is reasonably suitable. I know. Not one of those because it doesn't fit for a start. The yeah. I don't know if that will actually work. So we'll find out later, won't we? I'm just experimenting. So there we go. We've got our lot. So I might make that a little bit nicer and make this one really, really bit scrubby and what have you. So we've got a clear definition between the two halves of the lot. So I've not actually done very much in terms of landscaping yet, have I? So I love these. I think they're brilliant. I use this green grass so much. I wish they came in different colours, you know, more like this scrub, something a little bit different, just to kind of give us an idea of really, really nasty. I love these bushes, and I know they're from the vampire lot, and I know the vampire pack. Some people hate it, some people love it. I personally love it. I think the pack is fantastic, and I use it. I'm unashamed to say I use it a lot, and I tend to, if I'm going to make any characters, they tend to be vampires, just because, I don't know, my inner goth wants to come out and play, at night, of course. Yeah, what else am I going to put? I might have to do some hidden objects, because they're always fun. They tend to give you a bit more of an aesthetic of a grungy lot. Stones, they're always good. We like stones. Sorry, I was just having another slurp of coffee. My cats are thundering around behind me again, so apologies if you can hear them. There we go. That's nice. That's kind of cool. Do I actually want to put any flowers on this lot? I'm not sure I actually do. It doesn't really lend itself to flowering. It's no Kew Gardens, let's put it that way. But I think if I don't put something in, it's just going to look a little bit drab. Bear pine, that's always fun. Whoops, that's a little bit small. You can kind of imagine that there was probably trees here at some point before they decided to tear everything down and make it all into this lovely industrial wasteland. What are those? Is that like waterworks, water treatments? That would be particularly smelly. I think I've only done one real playthrough on this particular lot, and I managed to make the environment eco-green, which was quite an achievement, I thought, given how gnarly and disgusting it all is. Sorry, another swig of coffee. So, kind of don't really want to do much with that. Maybe I want some lights on the wall, though. I do apologise, my cats are thundering around like right idiots at the moment. Why can I never find, haha, the hanging lights? There we go, hanging lights, just plonk them on there, because I think we really are polishing something here. A really particularly smelly something. Great. I also think we kind of want a seat for our entrepreneur to sit on, don't you? Something a little bit doesn't mind being out in all the weathers, and you wouldn't be too bothered if somebody stole it. Now these are a bit all ornate. Maybe a stool? I'm sure there was a stool. Haha, stool. Let's make it blue. Absolutely, because that will totally fit in. Yeah, there we go, blue. Okay, so I'm kind of running out of inspiration for that area for some reason. Let's kind of tinker with this one a little bit. Whoops. I think we want a hot tub, because who doesn't want a hot tub when you're surrounded by such lovely, lovely environment? Yeah, that will work. Fantastic. Don't you think? And I also think we kind of want to extend this concrete area a little bit so that we have... Yeah, that works well. And I think we do need to make a path. Now, desert river rock, desert pavers. There really isn't much in the way of options here, is there? That kind of works. It's not great. I'm curious to see if this door works, though. I'll have to bring my sim here to test it and see if it works. There we go. That kinda works. We don't really have much in the way of lighting here either. That's fine. We can figure it out. I don't have to do it all in a day. I can kind of keep coming back and doing a little bits and adding to it. That's kind of what I normally do. Yeah, so we have a hot tub. It doesn't look great. I'm sure I can figure something out that will work on that. Need to do more on the scrub area. That definitely needs a lot of work. We've got our container, shipping container area. Let's see what it looks like. Interesting, interesting. I do love the cranes in the background. To be fair, this is very aesthetically pleasing if you like just wandering around a port. That's generally what these look like. They're interesting, they're fascinating working environments, and the smell of fish, and yeah, it's fun. I like them. I always enjoy visiting the seaside. They're always really, really good fun. You can get some lovely fish and chips. very British thing. Maybe some waffles. Ice creams are definitely, you have to have some ice cream at the seaside. My mum always used to get some prawns. She always used to swear by the prawns, but yeah, it's all right. I think waffles. Yeah, definitely talking about the waffles. Okay, so I'm not really progressing very much on this today, so I think I will leave it here and do a bit more tomorrow. Thanks ever so much, guys. I'll speak to you soon.